What's this? I'm reviewing a new movie and not an old movie? Shocker, right? So if you don't know who I am, I usually do movie reviews for SourceFed Movie Club and Philip DeFranco Movie Club, but I finally got to see a new movie, so I'm finally venturing out and doing my own movie thing. Don't be expecting this too much because I'm a broke college kid, so it's kind of hard for me to go and see movies all the time. With that said, let's get right into it. But last night I went and watched Hunger Games, Catching Fire. I was stoked about this movie. I watched the first one, read the books, flew through it, and this is the second one in the trilogy of the books at least, not the movies, because of course with all movies they do nowadays, like Twilight and Harry Potter, they split the last one up into 2 movies to make it 4. Some people probably wonder why they actually do that, why they keep splitting up 2 movies. Money, obviously. They make so much money off the 4 instead of 3. They're going to split it in half. Obviously, I'm surprised they didn't do it with this one, just to make it go longer. So as we know from the last Hunger Games, Katniss actually saved herself and Peeta, which she wasn't supposed to do. One of them was supposed to die. So it was a big kind of FU to the Empire, and the Empire was kind of pissed. Donald Sutherland was pretty much sitting back like, I don't need another revolution. The whole point of the games was to squash revolutions. I only had the games to give you guys a little bit of hope. So this leads to like the very beginning of the movie, because in the very beginning of the movie, we have this really tense scene. Now this tense scene is between President Snow and Katniss. So if you haven't read the books, President Snow is a very, very smart dude. And he pretty much like sits Katniss down and says, hey, I know you're not in love with Peeta. But he also knows that a lot of people do and don't believe this. He told Katniss, once you go out on tour, I want you to show me that you guys are in love. Prove it to me. Make me think that you guys are actually in love. From there, the movie gets fast forward and we get to see how everything has been changed in the districts, and she goes and visits them, and like how they have to like give these like speeches and stuff, and it's just very, very eerie and weird because they don't mean what they're saying, but they can't say exactly what they feel. And if you watch the movie, you'll see why, because they try it once and it doesn't go so well. From then on out, we realize that President Snow is not convinced and he's not happy with how she portrayed things, and she's like, I just gotta kill her. I don't need another revolution on my hands. That's the whole point of the Hunger Games. I can squash this little girl, no big deal. But from there, we got Philip Seymour Hoffman stepping in and saying, no, let's turn her into one of us and make her kill all these people from other districts again, and this way it'll turn the people on her, and then we can kill her and nobody will give a shit. So this creates like a whole elaborate scheme between Philip Seymour Hoffman and Donald Sutherland's character. Since this is like the 75th annual Hunger Games and they do like these quarter quills, this one is a big one. This one is old winners coming back to fight each other all over again. So this isn't like the other Hunger Games. This isn't a bunch of kids going out trying to kill each other that they don't know anything. These are past winners. These are guys who have killed and won the Hunger Games. Just think about any like reality TV show. They always have like the All-Star Games, and this is exactly it. The Hunger Games are having their All-Star Games. They're taking their best of the best to go face off against one another, and President Snow's hope is like if she eventually just dies in there, they kill her off. That's the whole point of it. I gotta say, I was really liking this movie, and I got about halfway in and I'm like, wow, this movie really hasn't even entered the Hunger Games yet. But that's okay, because they're trying to show you the big picture of everything going on around, the revolution like secretly trying to work it out, the Empire trying to make sure a revolution doesn't happen. By the end of the film, you realize everything that was happening before they even went into the games was relevant to the story. And I really enjoyed like a lot of the characters in here, especially a lot of the new ones that I really had no idea who were even in here. Jenna Malone was like the biggest one from District 7. I was like, I didn't even see a credit for her. I didn't see her in the trailer, and she was awesome and she was really great. Philip Seymour Hoffman did this excellent, but he's excellent in everything. Finnick's character bugged me at first, but he grew on me pretty quick, honestly. The sugar cube scene, even from the book, was really weird and really odd, and he just made it seem natural and normal, and it was really good. Like I said, I went and seen this movie last night, so I was pretty stoked, and I still think it's a really good movie. Do I think it's better than The Hunger Games? Actually, I do. It's very smooth and very dark, and I like the way it's going. It's just like the Harry Potter movies. Everything starts off kind of innocent, and you're like, oh wow, the Hunger Games, these kids all have to go kill each other. It's kind of messed up. But eventually they go home back to their families, and you think, okay, the winners get to live it out, and they'll be okay. In this movie, you see that nobody is safe. The Empire is willing to crush anyone that gets in their way and squash this revolution that they think is happening. So this movie summed up, this one girl did this one thing that pissed off the Empire. So what happens? The Empire is trying to like cave in on her and smash her. But other people see her as a beacon of hope and are like trying to like bring her up to like start this revolution to take down the Empire and maybe succeed the second time around, so they don't have to do the Hunger Games all the time. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like the Hunger Games. I love the Hunger Games. I think it's a great movie all around. But in that one, it was really just focused on these kids are supposed to kill each other, and main character happened to be Katniss. And this movie, they focus on Katniss, and everything really does revolve around her. You see everybody trying to either help her or destroy her. And it was really amazing to see this girl, how she had to take everything on, even though she didn't want to. She said she didn't want to be a beacon for the revolution. She can't get away. The Empire wants to destroy her, and the rebels want her help. And this movie really delves deeper, not just in the Hunger Games, but actually into the world of like the Empire and the rebels and them fighting each other and the whole revolution that's actually about to take place. It's a good middle movie, which is hard to say about most movies. I can't wait to see how they do the next 2 movies, but the middle one so far is better than the first one, I think. But I can't wait to see the next 2. I think this movie is very exciting. I think it's very good. I think anybody can like this movie. Now know this, you don't have to read the books to see the movie. You can totally go watch the first movie and watch the second movie, and you'll feel comfortable. You'll feel like you know what's going on. And that's it. That's really all I have to say about this movie. Hit like, subscribe if you'd like to see more of me. I really have a question I'd like you guys to answer because I don't remember it from the book. It's not really relevant, it's not a spoiler or anything, but Haymitch's backstory, is it told in the second book or the third book? I couldn't remember, and I was waiting for that part to happen, and I don't remember it was the second book or the third book. So leave a comment down below letting me know, or just leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the movie in general. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.